All right, guys. Um, I am going to talk about my few trades from the previous day on to today. Today was really rough today. Um, I lost $1,200. I really lost like 1,600, but then I made it back 400 off this trade. But as I was trading this stock, um, itci, I remembered something that Gritani said in his video about how I should trade it opposed to trying to anticipate it. It's not. I don't. It's not too wise to anticipate this trade. It's better just to wait for a bigger crack and then go from there. We're just setting up a little music to keep me at ease. I always do that. But here we go. So before we get into itci, I'm going to talk about this other stock that I traded. Um, in my previous video, I explained how I was shorting the stock. I woke up too late to cover here and here, or just woke up too late. I had shorted here at like 336 or 35, 365 actually. Shorted here, fell asleep throughout the entire day because I was in Las Vegas. Didn't wake up in time to cover. It squeezed up back on me. I was hoping that it would fall some more here, but it did not. So it squeezed up back on me. Then I waited over the weekend, over Labor Day, cover here. It came down. It came down here, didn't cover, and it kept squeezing up. I ended up covering into this area right here, but I'm doing this because I want to explain to you why. I ended up squeezing some more and now some more. So I'm glad I covered here. I should have covered here or the previous day, but ended up squeezing some more. And so that's that on that stock. I just like to show you what happens the next day. Um, Sometimes it can keep pushing. Sometimes it can continue to go down. So I'm taking that off my watch list because I'm done with it. And here's the next stock. Um, just want to show how it ended, this stock turned out to be after me trading it. Um, I had shorted yesterday, early in the day. I covered right here. Shorted the first few minutes, covered, made 120 bucks. Then I was trying to short it up in here using resistance. It kept squeezing on me. I lost the whole thing, the whole 120. I think I had like $10 left from profits. Kept trying to short, didn't go my way, and then I ended up covering somewhere, and I made 99 bucks in total. It was a very choppy stock and a very uptrending. It wasn't uptrending much, but it was a very chop towards the uptrend. And the next day, it went up some more. Will I attack it some more? I'll keep it on my watch list now that I'm doing this video because I was planning on taking it off my watch list. But I'll keep it on my watch list because it's probably still liquid. It's not going up much, but I'm looking for like a big green day with a lot of volume so I can short into, and that's what will make me interested. So I'll keep that on my watch list. So that's that with that one. Now this stock, I'm gonna try to make this quick as possible because I do have to get ready for work and get a haircut. But came into the market today. Stock opened up. I saw it pre-market. I'm like, okay, I should short it now because it looks like it's just gonna keep fading. If you look at the past history, the yearly chart, 2-year chart, it's just a fader. It shows me that it's a fader. It will bounce, but it's also a fader. and it's gonna fall hard. But you can never truly go off of past history. Past history will tell you everything. Remember, nothing's 100% in the stock market. Nothing. So watching it pre-market, I was looking to get in right here just before market opened, and I hesitated. As soon as I hesitated, it dropped over $1. It opened. Here's the open, and it says open 310. It dropped over $1 or almost $1, and it just continued to fade. And I was beating myself up because I'm like, bro, I missed it, so there's nothing wrong with missing it, but like, you can't be afraid to shoot your shot. You know, have your point where you want to cover. You know, it could have opened, you know, literally right here where my mouse is and kept going up. But you gotta know, you gotta enter, man. You just gotta enter, bro. Like, you can't be too afraid. Of course, I don't know where to risk from here. I don't know where to set my risk. Or maybe up here, but you know, I don't know how to explain this, but I knew it was gonna fall, and if I'm not sure, set a risk. That's all you need to do. Set a risk. I could have set a risk right here. That's practically $34, and I would get in at like 32, 32. So that's a $2 risk. That's a big risk, but you know, you can go in smaller, which I don't really want to go in smaller, but you know, set a risk, man. But it failed. I wasn't comfortable with doing it, so, shorting it from here, so it went without me. So then I started shorting a little bit. Okay, yeah, I remember. So it's like I shorted right here, thinking if it cracked this lower day, it just continued to fade. But I'm like, okay, that's a horrible entry. I'm gonna go in with just 100 shares, and I went in, and it pushed up, and I shorted some here, and no, so right here. So I went in thinking it was gonna fall right here, but it pushed up, shorted some more right here. It came down. I was up $400 on my trade. I did not cover because I'm like, yo, this shit has a lot of room to fall from here, from here to here. You know, it just has a lot of room to fall. So I didn't cover. Ended up bouncing back on me. So it kept bouncing, bouncing, bouncing. I didn't want to cover. Then it pulled back some more. I think I was near break even at this point right here, and still didn't want to cover. I was in like 300 shares or 400 shares, and it just kept pushing me up for a ride. And I was just undisciplined. But more importantly, I wasn't trading with the mindset of the proper mindset. I knew this was a continual spiker, shorting into spikes. But more importantly, is like I don't know where my mind was. I wasn't emotional at all. I covered right when it passed this high day of 3150, and then I kept trying to short, and I didn't realize I didn't wait for this hard crack here. I just kept trying to short, and throughout me trying to short right here, I realized I should have waited for this hard crack, and I was down like $1,600, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna go for it. I was upset with myself, but I'm like, okay, I need to improve on this, man, because it's like I did a bad trade, but I'm like, not only that, I can still make something back from it because I'm not emotional. I'm not fucked up about this trade. But not only that, I am also, I still have an opportunity. I was still in the right mindset. And I shorted around here, and then I shorted around here, and I think I had a total of 400 shares, and I covered into here or here. I covered really fast. I made back $400, and I was just like, okay, if I stay in and it continues to fall from, if I stay in and it continues to fall from here and comes down here, there will be no point in me getting in because it's like my risk to reward is just gone. You know, it's too big. So I was like, I'm really tired. I want to get some rest. So I went to sleep. I just accepted that. Okay, I lost $1,600, or was it 18? It was 1,600, and then I made back 400, and I'm down 1,200. I can't revenge trade this stock. I can't try to be aggressive. I can't double down. I'm not going to double down on my shares just to make all my money back. No, that's not the way I've been taught, and that's not the way I want to trade. So I went to sleep. I didn't realize it squeezed up. I could have shorted here, but I mean, where would it go? But and I don't really long too much, and I'm gonna learn how to do that now later. But I'm gonna just focus on one strategy because I could have longed this and made a killing, but and Wolf teaches how to long pretty good. But now I'm looking for an overnight short if the opportunity presents itself. So I'm trying to short at 32 with the risk of high day. I'm not 32. I'm trying to short at like 33 some change, but it doesn't seem like it's gonna give me that. It's literally the last 8 minutes of the day, but I'm gonna figure out where to short, or I don't know where to short, and I don't know if it's gonna stay, if it's gonna go green over on a day, but I feel like it will. But I want to short, I really do. I really do, and I want to get in, but I wanted to keep going up. If this was live, and this is a question I have to ask myself, if this was live, would I really get in here? My risk is clear. 33.75. We'll call it 33.75. I am over $2 for my risk. I'm over $2 for my risk. That's that's what, for every 100 shares I enter. We'll do the math here. For excuse me. Wherever the fuck that shit went. I'll just type it in. Find a way to bring this shit up. Okay, so for every for them 200 shares, $200 away from my risk. But for every $2 away from my risk for every 100 shares, that's $200. That's $2. 200. So for every $2, for every 100 share goes up with a $2 risk, that's $200. So am I willing to risk $200 on a $100 thing? No, I'm not. This stock has great news on some product that they created. It's pushing the stock up. So I know I want to get in 400 shares. So that's a $800 risk. I'm not comfortable with that. I'm not comfortable with that at all. So we'll see. I really wanted to get in around like $33 with a 75-cent risk. I'll be 75% per 100 shares, which will be a $300 risk, but that's not the case right now. So we'll see. I really want to short it, but I might just wait till it hits after hours and then I'll short it. But I'll do a video tomorrow explaining what I ended up doing, if I ended up trading it or not, or what.